Well, Ravens flock, the dream is over. The door has been closed. The opportunity is gone. It is no longer possible. A lot of Ravens fans wanted Marcus Peters back in Baltimore. Of course, at the vet minimum, but they wanted Marcus Peters back. We love Marcus Peters in Baltimore. We love his attitude. We love his energy. We love what he brings to the table. We love his passion for the game. Obviously, we know how his character is, but we accepted him here in Baltimore, and we loved what he was able to do during his time here, which is why a lot of people wanted Marcus Peters back. Unfortunately, that is not going to happen because Marcus Peters signs a one-year deal with the Las Vegas Raiders, which is very interesting because we just signed one of their former cornerbacks back, what was it, a couple months back, in Rock Ya-Sin. So he was on the Raiders last year. He becomes a free agent. We sign him. And now they go out and sign Marcus Peters. So essentially, we made an unofficial trade with the Raiders. We got Rock Ya-Sin. They got Marcus Peters. So let's see how this whole situation works out. But yeah, guys, dream's dead. I remember seeing a lot of Ravens fans wanting the Ravens to go out and bring back Marcus Peters. You know, for as low as possible. You're not going to pay him top dollar. But bring him back maybe just for one more year. Because we understood what Marcus Peters brought to the table. But many of us knew this wasn't going to happen. I think it's safe to say when he had that argument, that whole altercation on the sideline with John Harbaugh, when that happened, we all knew. I remember I was covering that game. I believe it was against the Bills. I was covering that game. And I remember Marcus Peters going after John Harbaugh. And I was sitting here in the live stream saying, yeah, he's not going to be on this team next year. You don't go after John Harbaugh and assume you're going to be on the team next year. Like, I just knew at that point he was not coming back. And he's been out there for months. He's been out in free agency for months. If the Ravens really wanted to bring him back, they could have brought him back. They had the money to sign Melvin Ingram. So if they wanted to bring Marcus Peters back, they could have brought him back. But they didn't because they were done with Marcus Peters. Once he had that altercation with John Harbaugh, we knew he was all over. But yeah, Marcus Peters going to the Raiders. That's a toughie. I will say this though, if he's able to stay healthy, he will be able to be effective with the Raiders. And their defense is shaping up nicely, so that's good for the Raiders. They're going to need that because they're in a very difficult division. I mean, you're going to have to deal with Kansas City, obviously being the leaders of that division, as well as the leaders of the AFC right now. They rule the AFC. Until they can be dethroned, they are the kings of the AFC because Mahomes has been to the AFC title game every year of his career as a starter. So until you can throw him off the throne, they're the kings. But yeah, you got to deal with the Chiefs. You got to deal with the Chargers. And depending on how the situation works out with the Broncos, if Sean Payton's able to come and revive Russell Wilson in that offense, then yeah, you're going to be dealing with the Broncos too. So yeah, you're going to need to have a really good defense to be able to compete in that division. And what's happening, the whole situation that's happening right now with that defense in Las Vegas, it's shaping up to be really nice. So hey, you add a veteran who can be effective. He's a ball hawk, so hopefully he can get you a couple turnovers. But, yeah, the defense over there for the Raiders is looking nice. But me as a Ravens fan, it's unfortunate. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that I really wanted Marcus Peters to come back. If he would have came back, I would have been cool with it. I like Marcus Peters. If he came back, I'd have been cool with it. But him not coming back, at the end of the day, we just got to move forward. That's how it works. But, yeah, he's no longer a Raven, so Marcus Peters, I want to take this time to come out here and say thank you. I want to thank you for everything you've done for Baltimore during your time here. You have been a major impact. From the moment you stepped foot in that locker room, you made yourself known. 2019, we trade for Marcus Peters. And the first game he's out there, he gets a pick six against Russell Wilson in the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, what else can you say? He had multiple pick sixes in 2019. The guy has been effective. Not to mention, he made the biggest play for the team in the last 5 years. The biggest play of any player the last 5 years, he made it. And that was the interception in the wild card round against Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans. That pick damn near sealed the game. If he does not pick off Ryan Tannehill, there's a good chance we could end up losing that game against the Titans. Maybe they tie it up and go to overtime. Who the hell knows? But that interception by Marcus Peters damn near sealed the game, sealed the deal, and got us our first playoff win since 2014. So he was the guy behind one of the biggest plays the team has been able, one of the biggest plays the team's had over the last 5+ years. That interception is not going to be forgotten, man. So, yeah, Marcus Peters, man, we're going to miss you, bro. We're going to miss you. Best of luck in Las Vegas. Go do your thing. Go do your thing. We know the strengths and weaknesses of Marcus Peters. I'm not going to sit back and really go over his game. He's a ball hawk for a reason. We understand he's not exactly the greatest tackler, and his coverage skills are, you know what I mean. I'm not going to go over his strengths and weaknesses, but all I'm saying is, I don't even know what I want to say here. All I'm saying is he's effective when it comes to making plays in terms of creating turnovers. And the Raiders could use that. I don't think Las Vegas is bringing him there to be a great coverage guy because he's never been that. I don't think they're bringing him here to be a great guy that makes tackles in open field. No, they're bringing him here to create some turnovers. And hopefully he will be able to do that. But we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, congrats on him on getting the deal because he's been out there for a long time. And it looked like Baltimore was not going to come back. They were not coming back for him. They were not coming back for him. They were not going to bring him back. They let him go into free agency, and they say, don't come back, bro. We're not coming to look for you. Good luck. Hopefully you can find somewhere to end up with. Like somewhere to go, some team to end up with, and hopefully you'll be playing next season. And he's found one. It's a 1-year deal, nothing major, but he will be on the roster playing football this upcoming season. So good for him. Good for him. I'm going to miss him personally because, I just love the energy he brought, the attitude he brought. And somebody that's like, I'm not saying someone that's directly going to challenge Harbaugh, but someone that's going to at least show that he cares. Because you can't have a lot of people challenging Harbaugh. You know about that. He doesn't like when players directly challenge him. But I do like a player that's willing to speak his mind and showcase how he feels and show how much he cared. When he went after Coach Harbaugh, I was all for it. I was all for it because I was pissed off too. I was glad to see he had that level of care. I was happy to see he had that level of care for the game, and he was pissed off as to how things went. I want to see that out of the players. So, yeah, I was fine when he did that, but the minute he did that, I was like, yeah, he's gone. You don't go after Harbaugh and expect to be on this team the following year. Especially knowing this is your last year on the contract, you are not coming back. So, yeah, farewell, Marcus Peters. We're going to miss you. Thank you for everything you did in Baltimore. Best of luck in Las Vegas. And yeah, that's really all I got to say. There's not much really to talk about here because it's a 1-year deal, and it's not like he's going to be overly missed here because, again, he's starting to get up there in age, and obviously the injury that he suffered back in 2021 has definitely taken away from his aspects, well, at least taken away from his game in terms of his effectiveness on the field. But still, Marcus Peters, he came out here, he helped out, he did his thing, and he will be remembered in Baltimore. So, yeah, once again, best of luck to Marcus Peters. With that being said, that is all I've got, and I'm out of here. Peace.